Dear students, a very warm welcome to each one of you. Welcome to our journey into the future of business, a future where ESG and sustainability are not just buzzword but the very foundation of success. We will be exploring how ESG principles can be seamlessly integrated into business operations. We will dwell into real world case studies, practical tools, and actionable strategies that will empower you to drive positive change and create a lasting impact. I would like to start this course by narrating three stories to you. The first story is of Patagonia. In 2011, Patagonia, an outdoor clothing manufacturer in USA, ran a full-page advertisement in the New York Times discouraging customers from purchasing one of their own jackets. Below the image of the jacket, a message detailed the reasons why a potential buyer should reconsider their decision. They stated the cost of producing the jacket: 36 gallons of water, equivalent to fulfilling the daily needs of 45 people, 20 pounds of carbon dioxide emissions, 24 times the weight of the jacket. The generated waste amounts to two-thirds of jacket's weight. As you can see in the ad, Patagonia asked people to buy only what they need, repair what breaks, and reuse and recycle everything else. While discouraging immediate purchases, the campaign offered a clear call to action to join the Common Threads initiative and support environmental causes. This ad was launched on the Black Friday, a day synonymous with consumerism, was also strategic. Can you guess what was the impact of this ad? Sales increased by 30% in the following months after the campaign. Build the best product, cause no unnecessary harm, use businesses to inspire, and implement solution to the environmental crisis. This was Patagonia's mission statement. Patagonia established themselves as one of the most environmental friendly organizations in the world. Patagonia introduced recycled polyester, organic cotton, and regenerative farming practices. They created durable, recyclable, and reusable products, launched Won't Wear program encouraging customers to repair and reuse products, implemented recycling programs and reduced packaging. They transitioned to 100% renewable energy in operations, donated 1% of annual sales to environmental organizations, encouraged environmental stewardship among employees. Initiatives like the Footprint Chronicles allowed customers to trace the environmental impact of their products, actively engaged against fast fashion and overconsumption, ensured ethical and fair working conditions throughout their supply chain. Patagonia became a benchmark for environmental responsibility, positioning it as a leader in responsible business practices. The company has built a loyal customer base that values its commitment to sustainability. Patagonia has received numerous awards, including the UN Environment Programmer's Champion of the Earth Award. It enjoys the status of a B Corporation, a certification reflecting its commitment to balancing profit with purpose. In 2005, Patagonia's reported annual revenues was approximately 240 million US dollars. Revenues reached 1 billion by 2017 and neared 1.5 billion by 2022, increasing by six-folds. Patagonia is a classic example of combining ethics with business. Coming to story 2, the Rana Plaza. Mominul Haq was a 37-year-old garment worker in Sawar in Bangladesh. A dedicated husband and a father of 4 children, he bore the weight of his family's dreams on his broad shoulders. His wife Salma stayed home caring for their 4 children, 12-year-old Sazia, 9-year-old twins Imran and Ishrat, and 3-year-old Hamid. Mominul's day were long, starting before dawn. He worked tirelessly at Rana Plaza building, stitching garments destined for shelves in US and European countries. His earning was meager, barely enough to cover rent, food, and school fees. He believed that with hard work, his children would have a better future. On the morning of April 23, 2013, cracks appeared on the walls of Rana Plaza. Mominul, along with his colleagues, grew very uneasy. He voiced his concern to his supervisor, but they were told, "It's nothing, keep working, we have targets to meet." That night, as they sat together for dinner, Mominul watched his children laugh and eat. On April 24, 2013, Mominul left home early, carrying his tiffin box and a small Quran his mother has gifted him. He hesitated as he approached the building but walked in after a moment's pause, whispering a silent prayer for safety. At 8:57 am, Rana Plaza collapsed. Mominul was trapped under the tons of concrete along with thousands of others, and he never made it out. For days, Salma clung to hope, standing vigil near the rubble with her children. Rescue workers recovered Mominul's body on the fifth day. His eldest daughter, Sazia, was the first to recognize him, her tears falling silently as she identified her father's lifeless form. The Rana Plaza disaster, one of the deadliest industrial accidents in history, occurred on April 24, 2013 in Sawar in Bangladesh. A commercial building housing several garment factories collapsed, killing 1134 people and injuring more than 2,500 people. This tragedy exposed critical issues in global supply chains, including poor workplace safety, unethical business practices, and inadequate oversight. Rana Plaza was constructed with substandard materials and violated building codes. It was initially designed for commercial use but housed heavy machinery for garment manufacturing. Cracks were detected in the building a day before the collapse, but workers were forced to enter after factory owners ignored safety warnings. Pressure to meet tight deadlines and reduce cost in a highly competitive fast fashion industry led to the neglect of safety and labor rights. Primark from UK, Mango from Spain, Benetton from Italy, Walmart from USA, The Children's Place from USA, Joe Fresh from Canada, Kick from Germany were some of the brands whose garments were being manufactured there. The Rana Plaza disaster underscored the need for robust labor rights, workplace safety regulations, and corporate accountability in global supply chains. This incident led to safety initiatives like the Bangladesh Accord on Fire and Building Safety. Coming to our third story, the Enron story. It was late 1990s. Enron was a darling of the corporate world. It was a celebrated energy company that promised to transform the industry. It was known for its innovative business practices, aggressive growth strategy, and impressive financial performance. Enron's charismatic leadership, particularly under CEO Jeffrey Skilling, captivated investors and analysts alike. The company was showered with accolades and awards. and its stock prices soared to dizzying heights. It was frequently named among the America's most innovative companies by Fortune magazine, which listed it in its top companies consistently from 1996 to 2001. It was Energy Company of the Year in 2000 and Forbes Best Managed Company in 1999. Enron's stock prices reflected admiration of analysts, peaking at $90.56 in mid 2000 and making it one of the Walmart's most coveted stocks. The facade of Enron's success began to crumble in 2001 when series of events triggered a chain reaction that exposed the company's fraudulent activities. A whistleblower, Sharon Watkins, raised concerns about the company's accounting practices and risky deals. A closer examination of Enron's financial statement revealed a disturbing picture of deception and manipulation. The company has used a network of special purpose entities to hide billions of dollars in debt and losses. These entities were designed to appear independent, but in reality, they were controlled by Enron. By manipulating the accounting rules, Enron was able to inflate its earnings and mislead investors. Auditor firm Arthur Andersen, who were supposed to ensure transparency, overlooked these issues in part because of their lucrative consulting relationship with Enron. Accounting irregularities, conflict of interest, lack of board oversight, and inadequate internal controls was some of the governance issues which came to light. The exposure of Enron's fraudulent activity led to a swift and devastating collapse. The company filed for bankruptcy and its stock's price plummeted to near zero. More than 20,000 Enron employees lost their jobs and investors suffered significant financial losses. The scandal also led to dissolution of the accounting firm Arthur Andersen, which was implicated in the fraud. CEO Jeffrey Skilling and the chairman Kenneth Lay were sentenced for more than 20 years. The Enron scandal has a far-reaching consequences for the corporate world. It led to increased scrutiny of corporate governance practices, stricter accounting standards, and tougher penalties for corporate fraud. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002 was passed in the United States to strengthen corporate accountability and transparency. The three stories underscores the environmental, the social, and governance or ESG aspect of the business.